La guerra contra las drogas ha fracasado rotundamente.
We need to talk about cocaine.
Especially in East Germany, it's really, really easy to get drugs, even hard ones.
Oh,
You
is
can
it?
just walk into a club and get your hands on something
Might take
in
a
under
trip
5
to East
minutes.
Germany.
Europe's cocaine crisis is getting wider and deeper.
I actually didn't know this.
Everywhere.
It's pretty much the most profitable substance in the entire world.
Wait, is cocaine really rampant in Europe? Like for Europeans? Like, do you guys just know about it? Like, oh, there's so much cocaine everywhere. Oh, I have not seen cocaine around here. Yeah, that's because you live with vampires, Woody.
Mail to kidnappings
That doesn't count.
and torture. Criminal gangs have unleashed an unprecedented wave of
interesting.
drug-related
I've
violence.
never seen drugs in Europe. I've never seen. It's been a long time since I've seen drugs, I guess. Oh wait, no, I saw weed in Europe. Well, maybe I just don't go to places that would have drugs. I'm trying to think. When's the last time I saw drugs? Like other than weed? I think the last time I saw drugs was. Wait, stop! I'm getting embarrassed. The most recent one I've seen was in 2019. I live in North Scotland. It's easier to get a line of than it is to get a joint. What? Oh my god, no. I'm not a loser. I went and I had Korean barbecue in LA a few months ago, and outside the Korean barbecue place, there were people with heroin. Or was it heroin or was it crack? It was something on the table. I saw it. I'm not sure what it was. But this was in LA.
All the big Colombian
No, I didn't
drug
try any.
dealers, they going to Europe. It's easier to import the drug.
It'll only end up with you being captured
You're
or
feeling cool
killed.
now.
One of the Netherlands' most renowned crime reporters has been shot and
That's what it was. That's why I got confused, because we saw crack outside of Denny's. Okay, that's what it was. It was heroin. Well, I don't know what it was, but it was like a what's the fucking, oh my god, I'm pissed off. What's a vaccine? A syringe. There was a syringe. There were syringes outside of the Korean barbecue place, and then outside of Denny's was crack pipe.
seriously wounded in Amsterdam.
A set of shipping containers converted into a makeshift prison with a soundproof torture chamber.
A needle. Whatever. No, I didn't see the actual drugs. Whoa. You're gonna get banned from the drug parties. I go to drug parties all the time. Why Europe is addicted to cocaine?
These days,
Oh, yeah.
cocaine is
Shut up! Let me make my joke. Why Europe is addicted to cocaine? Since when did people start calling me Europe? Oh, also, I just want to say, when I got my wisdom teeth removed, no, not wisdom teeth. When I got a root canal, I had, they gave me Tylenol 3s, and I didn't realize that Tylenol 3s were like codeine almost or something. And I took the Tylenol 3 and I streamed, and I felt high. And it was really, really weird because I wasn't expecting to feel that way, because I thought the name was Tylenol. So I thought it was just like an Advil type Tylenol thing. And I felt like my whole body was like buzzing, and it felt amazing. And I really liked it, but then I ran out.
These
Weak
days,
body
cocaine
Tylenol
is
3s are nothing. That's what people were saying. They were like, you're not like, it doesn't do anything. But then I felt a lot.
everywhere. On TV, in music, in clubs, and at work.
You ordered Diet Coke, that's a joke, right? Oh, I gotta get DMCA'd!
We wanted to know more about this drug.
A coffee will
Where does
get
it
you
come
fucked
from?
up. Yeah, I haven't
What does it
finished.
do
I've been
to
taking
those
it
who consume
slow.
it? And why is it all of a sudden flooding Europe? We had a ton of questions. So we started looking for answers from scientists, experts.
Wait, stop. Are Tylenol 3s perks? They're not, right? They're different? I don't know much about Tylenol. I was just looking at first time chatter. Oh, they're not. First time chatter, you're so stupid. I hope you're embarrassed. First time chatter said, you mean perks? No. Actually, no, I don't mean perks. I said Tylenol 3s, and they're different. So maybe get your drug knowledge up.
Doctors, users, and you.
This video is why Europe is addicted to cocaine.
We asked viewers of our German channel to share their experiences with cocaine. Nearly 4,000 of them reached out to us. From all their stories, we created these characters. They're based on real people from Germany, but we changed their voices and fictionalized their names. Of course, their stories aren't representative of society in general, but they do help us better understand cocaine.
Oh! Percocet. Molly Percocet. That. Right? Ah, okay. I know what both of those are now. Molly is also a drug. So there's that.
Let's dive in.
Right.
Tony just started his shift as a doorman at the club, but he's already fighting off exhaustion.
I work 12-hour shifts in my main job.
Damn, she knows so much about drugs.
System, days and nights. A constant, unhealthy change. You just run out of energy after a while.
Fuck, good one. Wait, can I say it, please? Please, can I say it, please? Wait, I need to time him out. Hold on. Please let me take this. Please just let me have this. Okay, time out. Okay. Percocet. I don't have Percocet. I don't have... Fuck. Wait. Hold on, it's gonna be so... Okay. Percocet. No, thank you. I'd rather have a perky set. I'd rather have a perky set of boobs than a Perco set. I want a perky one. Perky set. Perco set. No, sorry, I don't have one. But I do have a perky set. If you want it. It's right here. Bam! That is a perky set. I'm so close.
Inside the club, Linda has just arrived.
We drop our stuff off at the coat check and head to the bathroom. That's just standard protocol.
Across the street, Max and his crew are at their favorite bar. He's feeling tense.
I missed this whole video, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I just know there's a bunch of Germans with fake voices and names. Wait, did they do like a character reveal?
But they do help us better understand cocaine. Let's dive in.
Right.
I picked first? Okay, fine. Pick someone else.
Tony just started his shift as a doorman.
Stop, I need to write this down.
Tony just started his shift as a doorman at the club, but he's already fighting off exhaustion.
Doorman,
I work 12-hour shifts
12
in my
hours
main job. It's
a
a two-shift system, days and nights. A constant, unhealthy change. You just run out of energy after a while.
Inside the club, Linda has just arrived.
We drop our stuff off at the coat
But
check
I'm
and
so
head to the
Linda.
bathroom. That's just standard protocol.
Oh, wait.
Across the street, Max and his crew are at their favorite
Max
bar. He's
and
feeling
crew.
tense.
I get overwhelmed when everyone starts
bar.
talking over each other.
Upstairs,
Social anxiety.
Nick is getting ready for a long night of World of Warcraft.
Nick.
In the room next door, Lars
World of
dodges
Warcraft?
another call from his parents.
World of Warcraft.
They've been blowing up his phone for days.
Lars ignoring
Meanwhile,
parents.
Marco is the last one left at the
Marco.
office. He has a few more important deals to
Office.
close.
I can work all
Closing
night and only crash
important
for a few hours around noon.
Deals. Doesn't sleep.
They all have one thing in common. They do coke.
No! Okay. Okay, so Tony. There's Tony, who is a club doorman. Linda, she's the party goer. She like dropped her coat off at coat check. And then there's Max, who is at a bar with social anxiety. And then Nick is playing World of Warcraft. And then Lars is ignoring his parents. And then Marco works late at the office. So I think
Poggers, dude.
I'll pick Max. Cam, you can be Lars because it sounds like a Lars. I'll have Max. I think Max is correct. Max is correct. Because I often go to bars with like all my friends and we just like hang out and it's a lot of fun and it's like both a drug and alcohol party and it does get annoying sometimes Because I'm like, ugh, like stop talking and stop inviting me everywhere, you know? Like I just want to hang out at home sometimes, but like I just have a lot of parties to go to and all the, like everything. So I just resonate with Max.
They snort the white powder through a small tube.
Stop
or
tuber,
through
thank you for the 2
rolled-up
months.
bills.
Z-Tac man,
That's
thank
not
you for the
just a
new prime.
cliche. Most people
super
take
popular.
cocaine by snorting it.
Wait,
Coke is everywhere in Europe.
most? How else can you take Coke other than snorting it? You can't like, well, can you eat it? Like you just eat it? Oh, anally. How do you put it up your butt if it's in a powder? You just like put it on your finger and then you, or do you like suck it with your like Kegels? Inhale with your butthole, dissolve it. Oh, ew. Ew! Put it in some water and then on a tampon. Ew! Mix it with water and with a pipette. Take a full fist and just open it inside. Ew! Ew! You guys are really putting me off cocaine right now. Like, I was totally gonna do it afterwards, but you're grossing me out now and I don't think I want to anymore.
Surveys indicate
These people aren't joking about these tactics either. Like, what? Ew.
that over 1.2%.
No, what is Coke dick? What is that? Wait, ew! During sex on the male's dick. Ew! Oh my god. No one does that, bruh. Oh, I thought that was like a fucking thing, the way he called it Coke dick. I thought you guys would all know about it.
Of all Europeans between the ages of 15 and 64 do cocaine at least once.
There's a whole subreddit of doing cocaine off of buttholes and penises. You need to lock into the strats. Why do you know about this? Does anyone else know about this subreddit? Because I feel like we've been on this subject for a while and no one has brought it up except you. Very interesting.
A year. Among the 15 to
Wait, what? Coke dick means cum doesn't stop? It's non-stop discharge? What? Okay, you're getting question marks. Okay, what is Coke dick? Just tell me. I'm gonna be curious, and then we can watch the video. Just tell me what it is, please. Oh, it's just can't get hard. Oh, okay. So it's like whiskey dick. And then Cam says numb, so lasts longer. You're the only one who said numb. So no one else said this. Is this Coke min-maxing? Cam is snorting Coke with his dick.
34-year-olds.
Okay. Maybe I won't do cocaine.
It's almost 3%.
We'll all stay away.
That's roughly
I'm
2.7
an
million
avid
people.
drug party goer.
Kaum eine Gruppe, in der
Sorry, we
Kokain
are 3
nicht
minutes into the video.
angekommen ist.
Wait, I need the
Hiketsur-
subtitles.
And surveys indicate
Okay, right here. Okay,
1.2% of
Okay, here.
Coke is everywhere in Europe. Surveys indicate that over 1.2% of all Europeans between the ages of 15 and 64 do cocaine at least once a year. Among the 15 to 34-year-olds, it's almost 3%. That's roughly 2.7 million people.
Es gibt kaum eine Gruppe,
Cocaine has
in der
arrived
Kokain
in pretty much
nicht
all social
angekommen
groups.
ist.
Heike Zurhold is a sociologist and criminologist. We met her at the University Medical
That's only documented. So it's probably way higher than that because they probably don't know all the people who are sneakily doing it. Right?
Center in Hamburg. She probably knows cocaine users, at least here in Germany, better than any other researcher.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Zurhold studies addiction here at the Center for Interdisciplinary Addiction Research. She's spent the last several years interviewing hundreds of users from all walks of life and their cocaine use.
They analyze
The hype
sewer
around
water.
the substance worries her. So does the fact that many people believe they can handle it just fine. Some can, but others lose control without
I
even
can't
realizing
handle it just fine. I'm gonna get DMCA'd!
Research indicates a trend over the last few years. Young people in Europe are drinking and smoking less on average, but using
And turning to
significantly
hard
more
drugs?
cocaine.
Oh
Heike
my
Zurhold
god.
explains this has a lot to do with its ever-increasing availability. Cocaine has never been easier to come by. Global production is hitting new highs every year. and coke is quick and easy.
I can't believe people gum it though. Like put it in their gums, because doesn't it taste really bad? And it's like, it just like, oh, that's why it numbs your dick. It burns too. Ugh.
To consume, making it a perfect fit for our fast-paced world.
That's like the medical use. Oh, okay. Wait, okay, I have a question. What's the difference between gumming it than like eating it? Or like yum, 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 versus putting it in your gums? Oh, I guess, oh, it like seeps into your gums? Faster absorption. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's like putting a pill underneath your tongue or something. Maybe. Absorbs better through mouth than eating it. Straight to the blood. Oh.
But what exactly happens inside the heads of people on cocaine? When we laugh, our brains release dopamine. Dopamine motivates us and drives our desire to take action. It's widely considered a key part of the reward system in our brains. During an orgasm, dopamine levels in the brain rise by about 80%. With crystal meth, that number jumps to around 1,400%, which is why the drug is so incredibly addictive.
Da kann man sich ungefähr die Dimension vorstellen, wie stark dieser Kick ist und wie unvergesslich ein solcher Zustand ist schon beim allerersten Konsum.
This is Professor Mulick from Chemnitz University. We talked to him for our documentary on crystal meth. The link is in the description. A cocaine rush isn't as intense as the one you get from meth. According to some estimates, coke increases dopamine release by around 200 to 400% when it's snorted, depending on dosage and purity. Still, it's a massive kick.
Crushing that powder almost felt like a ritual, convinced me. Because you knew that very soon everything would feel a bit more intense. Everything would shine a bit brighter.
I can feel it in my nose, feel it slowly running down my throat.
There's Luna.
That's how you know it's getting into your system.
Your heartbeat picks up.
I don't remember what
Everything
Max
is
looks
pulsing.
like.
Your whole body is tingling and you can automatically feel your mood go up.
And all of a sudden you feel strong and pumped.
I feel prettier on the outside too.
Whoa.
Like I'm growing from the inside. You just feel bigger and extremely confident.
I'm just
I have
happy,
heard
man.
people
Like,
on coke feel like they can do
genuinely
anything.
happy. I get to enjoy life. It's just
an
a
ad?
really cool feeling.
From the nasal cavity, the substance quickly makes its way through the mucous membrane and into the brain. The high kicks in within just a few minutes. Heart rate and blood pressure rise.
I don't think I have what it takes to be a drug addict though, because I feel like I would need it to be scheduled. Like if I were to be a cocaine addict, I think I would need it to be consistent. So I would have to have like a schedule of like, oh, at this time I have to take a hit, and I need it to be perfectly good, you know, like all throughout the day. Schedule one drugs. Coke is shit though. Anything through the nose is fucked up. Costco samplers.
Breathing gets faster and
Because
body.
Coke doesn't last for like, it's not like a 12-hour thing. It's like a short thing, right? It's like, I don't know how long it is. Like 10 minutes or something? Or is that crack? I don't remember. I don't remember which one's which. Okay, never mind. 10 minutes is like crack. Is it? 30 minutes, 2 hours tops. They gotta fill up the nose every 30 minutes. Yeah, like that's so much. That is so
body
much.
temperature starts to climb.
30 minutes to an hour, we just keep doing more. That's like horrible to have to snort or like something every 30 minutes to an hour. Like that's so annoying. And then it like drips through your nose, right? So it tastes bad, and like you snort it, you feel good, but then you're just constantly like, oh my god, it's a really bad taste in my mouth. Fist in the ass every 30 minutes. When it's happening, your body doesn't care about it being annoying. Oh, okay. Interesting. Vape is different. I'm not bothered by sucking.
With cocaine, the most intense part of the high hits within 15 minutes. That's when you reach peak euphoria and feel the most uplifting.
I should have just waited.
It keeps you awake and makes you feel invincible,
15
cool,
minutes,
and
okay.
uninhibited.
I'm peaking.
Over the next hour or so, that effect
there you
fades.
go. 30 minutes to an hour.
There are many reasons why people
I
use
should just
cocaine.
keep watching.
Sociologist Heike Chokehold has identified 4 main user groups, and they correspond surprisingly well with what our community told us
Pick which
in
one
their
you would
messages.
be.
By far the largest group is recreational users.
I would not be recreational. DMCA, 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 yeah.
Many users take cocaine at parties, mostly on weekends. The problem is that some end up taking too much of it or mixing it with alcohol. Linda is one of them. Tonight, she wants to go all in.
Have fun, a couple of beers, a couple of lines, connect
Oh my
with
God,
friends.
Luna, you're so
I guess
crazy.
That's what I want out of a good night out.
Yeah.
It only takes a
So
quick trip to the
wild.
club bathroom to shake off all that nasty weekday stress. Linda feels awake, confident, and ready to party till dawn.
That's
Hell
when the grinning
yeah.
starts. They've done a line,
Grinning.
and I've done a line, and we all just look at each other and smile.
To really feel the music
intimate.
at a concert.
Without it, you couldn't really last a whole night at a Berlin club.
Linda doesn't
Oh.
stop at one line. To make it through the whole night, she'll be heading to the bathroom a few more times to top herself up. After an hour, the effect is gone. That's when many feel the need to take more. Chokehold urges users to keep track of time and take long
Oh
breaks
yeah,
between.
and if you take cocaine, it reduces the effects of alcohol too, right? Because yeah, what Tyler said, it's like it's bad because then you don't know how much you're drinking because you don't feel the effects of being drunk, and then you take more cocaine because you don't really feel as much effects of the cocaine. So it's like you just end up drinking a fuck ton.
Doses to avoid ODing. For Linda and other users, partying on cocaine has another beneficial side effect. She can handle more alcohol.
Oh,
At least
I need to shut the fuck. Can you guys just tell me to be quiet? Can you tell me to be quiet?
that's what it feels like. So she has a few more drinks than usual. And she's not alone.
Man
hat oft das
Gefühl, dass man unter Kokain nicht betrunken wird. Das ist aber falsch. Natürlich wird man auch betrunken, man merkt es nur nicht. Und das ist eine große Gefahr.
Dangerous.
The mix of cocaine and alcohol creates a byproduct called cocaethylene in the
it's
body.
burn.
It acts similarly to cocaine, but stays in the system much longer. That increases the risk of a fatal overdose
No,
by
this is
up
not a
to
how-to.
25 times. When you work the door at a club, alcohol is off limits. But before his shift, Tony's already done his first line of the night.
Sometimes I'll do it with
Before
a
his
coworker
shift?
as a sort of social interaction, you know.
Tony belongs to the second group, those who use cocaine as a social icebreaker.
Who
To
claimed
loosen up around other people.
Tony?
He's shy and introverted by nature, which isn't always ideal when you work as a bouncer. Making small talk with
I'm not
guests
Tony,
is
I'm Max.
much easier on coke.
No one wanted Tony?
These days, it just helps me talk through all the crap you have to say.
I'm
all
Tony?
night.
No, I'm Max.
Like, hey, what's up? Can I
At
see
the
some
bar
ID?
with my
And
friends.
I'm gonna have a look at your bag. It's always the same small talk, over and over.
And Tony's not the only one.
Wir haben sozusagen eine Gruppe, die soziale Hemmungen haben, die schüchtern sind, die sagen, ich komme nicht gut in großen Gruppen klar. Da ist Kokain etwas, was ihnen hilft, etwas Hemmung zu...
I actually, sorry, I can't resist. Oh, sorry, okay, I will continue. But, what, I lost it. Oh, what Jay Love said, when I went from high school to the real world, I was actually shocked at how many people do cocaine. I was initially like surprised in high school because I went to boarding school and all the boys, they had like I know in the boys dorm they had a drug closet. It was like a closet in the hallway that wouldn't open, but then they could get it open with like a hanger or something, and they just had drugs in there. And so I was under the impression, I was like, oh my God, like these kids are just fucking wild and they just always do drugs. They had like, they were just all rich white kids. So I was like, okay, so rich white kids do drugs. And then after I went to college, I guess I didn't interact with many people in college. So I was like, oh my God, suddenly no one does drugs anymore. I was like, wait, so it was just a rich white kid fucking thing that I didn't like, that I'm just not a part of. Like, they're just rich white kids doing drugs. Like, nobody does drugs anymore. It's just a childish thing. And then when I moved to LA last year, I didn't know that people did so many drugs until literally last year. So many people do so many drugs on a regular basis. I don't know how they function. I genuinely, like, I don't know how they find the time. Like, what do you mean you're just randomly taking ecstasy? You're like, don't you have a job?
Zu verlieren, ein größeres
just wild.
Selbstbewusstsein zu haben.
Cocaine heavily stimulates the central nervous system.
Also, I was not the 1%. I had a full ride.
It boosts the release of dopamine,
Germany?
serotonin,
No, I
and
didn't even know they had,
among other things. Inhibitions
like,
drop,
I didn't know drugs were this common.
spikes. Some of these effects actually intensify with frequent use, like the inflated sense of confidence. Others, like the burst of euphoria, fade with time. The brain adapts to the substance and develops a certain tolerance.
They have
Chokehold
jobs. Why do you
explains
think they
that the
do
more you
drugs?
integrate cocaine use into your daily life, the rarer the pleasurable effects become. To feel them again, users have to take
you
long
build up
breaks.
coke tolerance too?
Frequent and excessive use can also have lasting effects on the brain. Studies suggest that cocaine can damage both the
Inflated
structure and function of the brain. Severe cases can even lead to personality changes.
Cheaper and easier than ever.
Instead of becoming more social,
Scary.
long-term users are often described as increasingly antisocial and narcissistic.
But stuff destroys your soul. There's no other way to put it.
I was almost pushy with my boyfriend on coke and more aggressive. But at the same time, I got super sensitive.
Coke turns you into an animal. I get so aggressive and barbaric. And sometimes I just enjoy just dropping politeness and randomly screaming at people.
Chokehold confirms that aggression is a common behavioral side effect. Many heavy users eventually stop functioning in groups, isolating themselves and retreating into compulsive habits.
Wait a second. I don't need coke to be
like
doing
endless
that
YouTube
shit.
binges or gaming marathons.
Wait. Wait, guys, I don't do coke. I don't do coke.
Lars hasn't left his room for days. He skipped work 3 days in a row. He's basically done nothing but order pizza, scroll through TikTok.
This one wasn't me,
and
this is
snort
Cam.
coke. Max would also prefer to crash on his couch, but he's forced himself out tonight, and
See?
coke helps him cope with larger groups of people.
If I'm invited somewhere, like to a loud bar with 10 people talking at once,
Happens to
I
me
just
all the
know
time.
I'll need a line beforehand.
Same.
Otherwise, I can't handle it. All those people
so
talking
true.
over each other and that heavy
It's
background
just too much,
noise.
you know? Too annoying. Can't stand
Something
it.
strange happens when Max does
give me
coke.
some coke.
Instead of stimulating him, it calms him down. It slows his
interesting.
thoughts.
Oh my god, he's so
That's because
different.
Max has ADHD.
Of course, I feel more awake in general, but when you have ADHD,
Shit.
everything just starts to feel calmer. Because all that stuff that usually floods in, you can suddenly filter out and focus really well.
Okay.
Max uses coke as a sort of self-prescribed medicine.
Interesting.
That puts him in the next user group, self-medicators.
Medication.
Chokehold says that for people with ADHD or depression, cocaine can subjectively feel like it helps, although in reality, it makes it worse.
Cocaine is just
The
like
way
an
cocaine
aggressive
acts
Adderall,
is similar
right?
to some ADHD meds. Put
Okay.
simply,
I
it
need to
stimulates
shut up.
areas of the brain that tend to be underactive in people with ADHD. For example, a cocaine-infused dopamine surge can temporarily compensate for an ADHD-related lack of dopamine, making affected users feel calmer
Interesting.
and more focused. But this relief can backfire fast. People who get used to solving their problems with cocaine
Adderall at least
are at a
lets you down
higher risk of
slowly.
slipping into addiction. Those post-high crashes can deepen depression
oh,
and
thank
even
God I didn't
increase the
pause.
risk of suicidal thoughts.
I was about to ask about
Real
the
help
crashes.
doesn't come from a substance. It comes from reaching out and getting support. Max started using more and more
Reaching
too.
out and getting support.
What began as occasionally before going
Boring.
out turned into every day at work.
Scary sound.
If I knew I had work on a larger project, then I'd
Hi,
treat myself
cannabis.
to a little bump to get started. Sometimes
Treat
even in the
myself.
morning. But most of the time I just
A
start
sweet
using around
treat.
midday.
That puts him in the last and probably the smallest of the four groups. Those who do coke to perform. Chokehold explains that this group
Oh.
includes people who need to deliver at work, during sports, or in any other setting that requires.
I'm confused why they don't just do Adderall though. Like if I feel like this is a lot of people, but maybe more people just do Adderall instead of cocaine.
Requires stamina. Cocaine doesn't actually increase.
Cocaine is more accessible than Adderall? Adderall costs more. Oh, Adderall's not legal in EU. What? Wait, really? How come I've never been offered cocaine before in my life? That's not true. I was one time when I was 19. But like, I've never just seen cocaine. I've definitely seen Adderall. Adderall does not cost more. It is harder to get nowadays. Oh, interesting. You have to be prescribed for Adderall, no? Well, at least there's a prescription. There's no cocaine prescription, is there?
Performance, but it keeps users awake, alert, and on the job longer. Marco can barely get through work.
A lot of commercial fishermen do hella coke and work for like 30 hours straight. That's also scary for it to be that long.
Work without it anymore. He's self-employed and often works through the night, only crashing around noon the next day.
From a doctor.
It's extremely hard for me to keep my sales this high without the substance. It sounds bad, but thanks to coke, I don't depend on any employer.
This is a feeling many users in the group share.
As a recruiter, I spend days making calls and nights writing emails to potential
Linda?
candidates.
I was heavily addicted for 2 years. I had just started my own business and just wanted to keep performing.
Oh!
For a long time,
What is this funky
coke had the
tune?
image of a luxury drug for top-earning, overly ambitious high performers.
Where'd that come from?
Second key to success in this racket is this little baby right here. It's called cocaine.
Cocaine.
Right.
But Chokehold says that's changed. Those people still exist, but coke has long since reached other worlds. Shift work, for example.
To make sure we all get home safe from work at the aluminium plant, I need to stay awake and flawless.
The drug is also used in other sectors, like nursing.
I do coke to get through my hospital shifts.
In my first year as a social care worker, I did 0.5 gram per 5-hour shift.
But there's one industry where cocaine seems especially common.
Oh my god.
Restaurants and bars.
What?
Starting with bouncers, like Tony.
Restaurants?
Bartenders.
This way I don't get too drunk when I have a drink with the guests.
Waiters.
I could do the work of 2 waiters when I was on it.
Oh my god, I didn't think it
even
was
cooks.
most prominent
I think
in this
gastronomy
field.
is one of the worst industries for it. Like 70 to 80% of the people there do it.
What? Chefs do a lot of coke. I
Men
didn't know
especially
that.
use coke, roughly 2 to 3 times as much,
All my
according
cooks
to
at Chili's were
Chokehold.
cracked out.
No matter who wants it, they can get it. Ridiculously easy and incredibly fast.
Oh my god. I do coke so I can make
Linda
it through an
lives in a
entire
small
fanfan
town
stream.
in eastern Germany.
Leader of
For her,
Germany.
coke is just a phone call away.
One call or a short message is all it takes, especially in small towns. People don't expect that. But I feel like, especially in East Germany, it's
Where do they
really,
even
really
get it
easy
from?
to get drugs, even hard ones.
It's no different for Tony at the club.
Which
Even
leader?
if you don't know anyone in the city, you can just walk into a club and get your hands on something in under 5 minutes. I promise.
In major
Okay, I
European
believe
cities
you.
like Berlin, Madrid, Vienna, or Amsterdam, so-called drug taxis deliver cocaine
from
right
South
to your door
America.
within minutes.
What?
In most European
Cocaine Uber
countries,
Eats?
a gram of coke costs roughly 60 to 80 euros. Some estimates put street prices as low as 20 euros per gram in Luxembourg and up to 140 euros per gram
A
in
gram.
Finland.
Wait, so if it's
Producing that
how
same
many
gram,
how many servings is 1 gram? Like how many servings of like one cocaine usage? A lot? 4 to 5, like 20. 5. That's so much. Depends who you are, but less than a night. Oh, I guess it is depending on how you use it, because if you're doing like the full fist method, I guess it's not
costs just 1 to 3 euros. The difference is pocketed by smugglers, middlemen, and dealers. To further boost profits, the product also gets cut and sometimes contaminated with anything that
bad,
vaguely
right?
resembles white powder.
Bad.
Speed, amphetamine, caffeine pills.
What's speed? I thought speed was cocaine. What's speed? Speed is baking soda? Oh, speed is meth. Oh, Adderall. Oh, Adderall and meth. Okay.
And milk
Ah, okay.
sugar.
Oh,
But one
okay.
of the most common
Bad.
cutting agents is levamisole, a medication used
Levamisole.
to treat parasitic worm infections in large livestock. It looks a lot like
Ew.
cocaine, and once metabolized, it can even mimic some of its effects. But there's also
That's
good
scary.
news. Well, sort of.
Also wir wissen, dass Kokain momentan einen Reinheitsgehalt von 80% hat. Das heißt, es sind 20% Streckmittel drin. Das war mal viel dramatischer.
The 2025 European Drug Report confirms these numbers. Average cocaine purity is on an upward trend.
That's good.
It has increased by
At least.
34% over the
So
last
it's
decade.
safer, right?
But higher purity poses new dangers.
Never mind.
It increases the risk of overdosing.
My fault.
The purer the
said
substance,
anything.
the smaller the margin for error. If you don't know how to adjust your dose to match the purity, you're in trouble. In many European countries, drug checking also...
Because it's like if I'm used to doing 2 full servings to get my high off of cut cocaine, then when it switches to 100% pure, my 2 servings are going to actually be like 3 servings or something. And it's going to be too much for me.
known as pill testing, has become a key harm reduction
Pill
practice.
testing.
Users can go to qualified facilities to anonymously test substances like cocaine for
Oh,
purity
cool.
and dangerous additives.
That's nice.
You can also test
For
your drugs at
safety.
many clubs and festivals. We've listed some helpful resources for finding testing sites in the description. But the purest cocaine, of course, is still found where it all begins. Here, in Colombia, on the eastern
music
slopes of the
changed.
Andes, grows an inconspicuous green shrub,
Cute.
the coca plant. It's been part of South American indigenous culture for thousands
Cocaine
of
comes from cocoa?
years. People here were already
Did I know
chewing
this?
coca leaves some 4,000 to 8,000 years ago.
I did know this.
Ever since,
Did I know this?
coca leaves have been serving as
I don't
fuel
remember.
for exhausting journeys across the towering Andes.
Oh, coca. Oh.
The Inca treated the coca plant as
It said cocoa.
sacred. They
I was confused.
often
Okay,
used it in
sorry.
rituals
I didn't-
and religious
okay.
ceremonies.
I don't know why I was trying to convince myself that I knew that cocaine was from cocoa leaves.
In the early 17th
coca.
century, sailors brought coca leaves from South
Coca.
America to Europe.
Fuck the subtitles.
By the mid-19th century, German chemist Albert Niemann discovered that he could extract a white powder from them. He called it cocaine. In 1862, German pharmaceutical company Merck first produced the substance for commercial sale. A year later, French chemist Angelo Mariani created a medical cocktail made from Bordeaux wine and coca leaves. This special wine was produced by soaking 60 grams of coca leaves in a liter of wine for 10 hours. The alcohol drew out the active compound in the coca leaves. Rumor has it, Mariani originally created the drink as medicine for an actress suffering from depression. Later on, it allegedly
they had
became
cocaine
Pope
in
Leo
Coca-Cola.
XIII's favorite drink. A few years later, American pharmacist John Pemberton took inspiration from Mariani's concoction. Alcohol was controversial in the US back then, so Pemberton dropped the wine and added cola nuts, which contained caffeine.
Coca-Cola!
Then he flavored the bitter drink with lavender, caramel, cinnamon, and sugar, and topped the
Yummy.
bottles off with soda water. In 1886, the first iteration of Coca-Cola was born.
Delicious,
At first,
healthful,
a liter
refreshing.
of Coca-Cola reportedly contained about 250 milligrams of cocaine. Some sources have even speculated about an insane 3.5 grams per bottle. The exact formula and cocaine content remain a secret to this day.
You guys were saying per 1 gram, if for 1 gram there's 5 servings, then this bottle could have been up to over 17 servings of cocaine.
It's possible the drink never actually contained cocaine, but mainly ecgonine, a natural but non-addictive
Ecgonine.
coca compound. Cocaine was already used in medicine before the invention of Coca-Cola, first in analgesic
Oh, like
eye drops
20. Okay,
and later
never mind.
as a local anesthetic. By the late 19th century, cocaine was
Oh
all
yeah, because
over
it's
Europe,
numbing.
snorted or consumed as menthol eucalyptus lozenges to cure sore throats. One pill every 4 to 6 hours, each containing around 3 milligrams of cocaine. Kids were even given cocaine toothache drops, sold at the
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's
pharmacy, no
numbing.
prescription needed.
Oh my god.
Then, in 1914, the Harrison Narcotic Act took effect in the U.S., banning cocaine from soft drinks
Ugh,
and
what a
over-the-counter drugs.
drag.
That same year,
Lame.
World War I broke out. and British soldiers started using cocaine as a stimulant.
Debbie
By World
Downer.
War II, German, British, American, and Japanese troops all turned to amphetamines. You may have heard of tank chocolate or airman's marzipan.
Never heard of these before.
Today, the medical use of cocaine is limited to a few rare cases where it's still used as a local anesthetic. You won't find it in sodas or on pharmacy shelves anymore. And yet, global cocaine production is at a historic high. Today, most of the cocaine sold and consumed around the globe comes from just 3 countries: Peru, Bolivia, and above all, Colombia. The coca plants are grown on vast plantations alongside bananas, coffee, and palm oil. For many farmers, coca makes economic sense. The plant is resilient and can be harvested up to 7 times a year. Growing coca is often far more profitable than farming legal crops.
The income I earn from coca allows me and my family to get what we need to live. Only the essentials.
Wait, only the essentials? They don't get the middlemen take most of the money, right? So like the farmers and stuff, they don't make most of the money, and neither do the dealers. It's just the main, like the CEO or whatever. Like the cocaine company CEO leader, or I don't know, cartel, yeah. And the smuggler. Do the smugglers even make a lot of money? Mostly just the people who are on the top, right?
But all of them start the same way, with harvesting,
cartels control
which
getting
is done
over the
entirely by
make
hand.
all the money. Oh. Wow, they really don't care about their workers.
First, the leaves are chopped up. Then they're sprinkled with fertilizer
just
and
like any
dusted
other
with
company.
lime. The fertilizer helps release the active substance from the coca leaves. The mixture is often soaked in gasoline to boost extraction. Most farmers work with little to no protective gear. Then the leaves sit
That's not
overnight
good.
in large barrels or
Yeah, they
holes in
should
the ground.
unionize.
They're repeatedly doused with gasoline, stirred, and stomped on until the concoction starts to curdle. After the liquid is extracted from the mixture, sulfuric acid and water are added to it. This pulp has to be filtered again until you get this thick paste, the so-called coca paste. In the final stages,
That looks
adding
like
carbonate
caramel.
salt and diethyl ether produces a white mass that the workers dry by boiling.
Oh my
A few
God,
final
it's
chemical
so
tweaks
chemical.
create the fine white powder that ends up in millions of noses around the world.
Whoa.
In 2022 alone, an estimated
actually-
2,700 tons of cocaine
That's
were
actually
produced
kind
in
of an
South
art
America.
form to be able to do all that.
Across the production and supply chains,
Yeah,
drug
thanks
cartels
for the
call the shots.
tutorial. I'm
For
gonna go buy some
decades,
sulfuric
authorities
acid.
worldwide have been waging a bitter war against them. In Colombia alone, 6 decades of drug-fueled conflict have killed around 450,000 people, displaced more than 8 million, and forced tens of thousands of children out of school.
No.
Some South American countries have been partly labeled failed states. In these regions, extremely rich and powerful cartels have successfully infiltrated and taken control of the government.
Que la guerra contra las drogas ha fracasado rotundamente.
When we think of cartels, we immediately jump to Pablo Escobar and Colombia's Medellin or Cali outfits.
I've heard
But those
of
big
Pablo
Colombian
Escobar.
cartels were dismantled in the 1990s. The resulting power vacuum has been filled by a Mexican syndicate. They dominate the global cocaine trade to this day. The most important players are the Sinaloa cartel and the fast-rising Jalisco New Generation cartel.
I'm confused as well. How do you know what the cartel name? Like how? I'm trying to think. How do you? Okay. So first, like imagine, like we're the CEO of a cartel, right? And then we name it. So it's like, oh, the fanfan cartel, and then, like, yeah, like do they have like a PR team that's like, shout out fanfan cartel if you guys like we're looking for workers. You know what I mean? The cartels are very popular in the regions they control. They operate openly as the real government. Oh, they're like public, so it's not like secret. That's what I was confused by. Because I'm like, if you're a cartel, I would think you'd want to be secret, but then they're not secret. Oh. They use the name to scare people as well. You'd rather be friends with the civs than enemies. They run the government.
Or
Oh.
CJNG. On the ground, They partner with criminal guerrilla groups, the Gulf Clan, Colombia's National Liberation Army, or ELN.
There's so much power. Oh my God. I didn't know they just ran everything.
The Central General Staff, EMC.
They're more armed than the military.
For international
they have nothing
distribution,
to fear.
they cooperate with some of the world's most notorious mafia networks, from Chinese triads and the Albanian mafia to Italy's and
Chinese and Albanian collab.
These criminal organizations each manage local retail in their respective domestic markets. South America has become one of the world's major hubs for organized crime.
Damn. No, I've never watched Narcos. Maybe I should.
From here, cocaine fans out to every corner of the globe. There are countless ways to move cocaine across borders. Trafficking to North America.
Wait, this whole video was a tutorial.
Handled via undeclared flights or clandestine fishing boats. It's a never-ending cat-and-mouse game between traffickers and law enforcement agents, one that forces smugglers to get creative. Some cartels have started to build their own semi-submersible high-tech vessels.
We learned about this the other day. The last time we did a Fernathon, the submarines.
Hello,
a whole
Jack.
Video
about these so-called
Happy New Year.
narco subs. The link's in the description. Most of the cocaine heading to Europe is hidden in massive cargo ships. This contraband has been found inside all kinds of objects: books, surfboards, car tires, pumpkins,
They're so creative.
and even inside walking aids for the elderly.
Oh my God, they're so creative.
But one hiding place still reigns supreme for all EU-bound traffic.
That reminds me of you guys know the store Urban Outfitters? I remember they had these things that were like tampons, but then the tampons you could actually unscrew, and it's like a tiny little flask. But then they look like tampons.
Banana crates.
Banana crates.
About 200 million banana boxes are imported into the EU each year. Finding the ones stuffed with cocaine is like looking for a proverbial needle in a haystack. The North Sea has become one of the main entry points. The port of Antwerp, in Belgium, is widely considered Europe's biggest drug gateway, followed by Rotterdam in the Netherlands. But Hamburg, Germany's biggest port, is quickly catching up.
Rotterdam?
These German customs officers...
Rotterdam? So you're telling me that I might have been at the site where there was drugs being acquired? Oh my God.
are desperately trying to find a few kilos of coke hidden somewhere inside a giant cargo ship.
Oh my
But
God.
even if they do find the stash, it'll barely put a dent in the avalanche of illegal drugs moving across borders. In 2004, German authorities seized just under a ton of cocaine.
God
By
damn.
2024, that number had jumped to over 40 tons.
God
This is in
damn.
line with a Europe-wide trend. In 2023, a total of 419 tons of cocaine were seized, marking the 7th consecutive annual high.
That is so much. That's a ton of cocaine. Actually, that's 419 tons of cocaine.
Marking
I was just about to ask that. What happens to all the cocaine that gets acquired or seized? If anybody knows. Destroyed? How do you destroy it? Oh, burned.
Poggers, dude.
Oh. That's... Okay. That's probably really bad. Most of it destroyed. Some of it probably ends up in medical production. Oh, but cops for sure also just use it. Thomas, thank you for the new Prime. Welcome.
7th consecutive annual high.
That's not very good. That's not fair. How come they get it for free?
Dass egal wie viel Kokain wir sicherstellen, das hat keine Auswirkung auf den Straßenverkaufspreis oder auf die da zur Verfügung stehenden Menge. Also das tatsächlich, es ist unbeschreiblich viel.
And along with this white powder moving into Europe comes another harmful phenomenon: violence.
That edit was
This is
so
a street in the heart of
funny.
Amsterdam, filled with bars and restaurants.
The sound
It's
effects.
July 2021, just before 7:30 p.m. A man in a light-colored suit walks down the street, eyes fixed on his phone. His name is Peter de Vries. He's one of the Netherlands' most famous crime reporters, a familiar face on TV when it comes to the mafia or organized crime. Right now, he's investigating a Moroccan...
Surely that's dangerous. Wait, hold on. So if he's a reporter, so he's like a professional snitch against mafia people and organized crime.
Group known as the Mokro Mafia, another organization heavily involved in cocaine trafficking. De Vries is advising the key witness in a major trial, Shortly after the case began, the witness's brother and lawyer were both murdered. De Vries has just left a TV studio.
Oh no.
He's heading to a parking garage to get his car.
Peter,
Seconds after he walks down the street, he's followed by a police car. After the car passes around the corner, 5 shots are fired.
I called it!
De Vries is hit several times, at least once in the head. It's a targeted killing. He's rushed to the hospital in critical condition and dies 9 days later.
No, poor
a man
Peter.
who stood for justice. That is exactly what is so unacceptable. That is horrible injustice.
That is a very brave job to take on, though.
In 2024, 3 men are sentenced to up to 28 years in prison for his murder.
Oh, they caught them?
Berichten zufolge ließ ihn der angeklagte mutmaßliche Mafia-Boss auf eine Todesliste setzen.
Organized crime long ago gained a foothold in Europe's major cities. In 2016, a severed head was found outside an Amsterdam cafe alleged to be a hangout for drug dealers. In Sweden, gang and drug-related violence has been claiming more and more lives in recent years. In some cases, even teenagers were recruited as hitmen. In 2024, several explosions and shootings in the German city of Cologne were linked to drug-related gang violence.
I was in
According
Cologne
to the
briefly.
European Monitoring Center for Drugs and Drug Addiction, violence and homicide are major manifestations of the illegal drug trade. A Dutch research team found that these killings are often acts of compensation for failure to pay for or deliver drugs. Other
Cologne? It's actually pronounced Cologne. I can't do it. Cologne.
attacks are meant to
Cologne. Talk about uncultured. It's Cologne.
intimidate rivals or assert a certain position in the scene. It's actually a lot like it is in the movies. Cocaine represents deadly narcissism and toxic masculinity, but also power and wealth in general, luxury and excess, the ultimate fantasy of defiance and freedom.
I love this narrator.
That image still seems to appeal to a lot of people, and not all of them are criminals.
Oh, I thought that was the end.
3:52 a.m. Linda's moved on to an after party.
Luna, shout out.
Tony's shift is almost over. Marco's
The way you said it sounded like Köln, which is a synonym for
hopefully
jerking
done
it.
too.
Okay.
Nick is still playing World
Sorry.
of Warcraft. Lars and Max have already called it a night. A new day begins.
Depending on how the stuff was cut, I sometimes end up with a bloody nose and a bit of a headache.
I actually regret it the next day, like always. And I keep regretting it for a few days after too, because I feel sluggish. My nose hurts. Everything kind of tastes like Coke. Life just feels a
Ew.
bit dull, with less drive and less joy.
Es ist tatsächlich auch so, dass
The
nach dem
the dopamine, you know what I'm saying? What's the word for message? Like the noun for what's the deficiency, lacking,
einige
anything.
Leute von Depressionen berichten,
Absence.
von schlechter Stimmung, von Trübsinn, ne, von Antriebslosigkeit. Also das ist natürlich von Mensch zu Mensch verschieden, aber das ist tatsächlich relativ häufig.
You guys didn't understand what I meant when I said
Und
message,
das kann schon
though.
auch mal 2 Tage dauern.
That's why long breaks between doses are so important. Because for those who use too much too often, the side effects can hit hard. Many heavy users experience heart palpitations. Extreme cases can lead to full-on heart attacks. Some people get paranoid because they feel like something's crawling
That's a
under their
really
skin,
scary
as if they
icon.
had insects inside their body.
Ew.
Over time, Lars's cocaine use has spiraled out of control. He cut off contact with his family and friends and ignored their calls. At some point, his roommate felt obliged to call his parents. They cried on the phone when he broke it to them. Lars is seriously addicted to coke. He really needs your help.
Lars.
Today, they're picking him up from rehab. They're in tears again, but this time it's tears of joy. Lars has been
Oh, yeah, this
clean
is
for 6
him.
weeks, and he's determined to keep it that way.
Good job, Lars.
Max has also pulled the plug.
That's me!
For me, it was about money, health, and having to constantly hide it from my family, like my friends and my partner. It just got too exhausting. All of that just to get through the day.
Max has been off cocaine for 3 months now.
Oh!
But fighting
I've been
addiction
clean
is
longer than
anything but
Cam.
easy. It's the psychological addiction that's so hard to overcome. And that's often much tougher to beat than anything physical.
Good morning, C4.
It's hard to capture addictiveness in a single chart, but researchers...
Crack, heroin, cocaine, tobacco, alcohol. Wait, alcohol is more addictive than benzos? Well, I guess it's similar. Alcohol is more addictive than amphetamine? Cannabis, LSD, ecstasy, cath, solvents. What's cath? Where is league on there? Bath salt sorta. Kethmine? Oh, cath. Cath is a plant. What about solvents? What's a solvent? Is solvent just like a dissolved drink? Or something? Like... Oh, huffing glue?
have spent years mapping
anabolic steroids are the least addictive
and comparing psychological and social harm across substances. Cocaine consistently ranks among the most addictive drugs, legal
Huffing
or illegal.
usually.
When it's smoked as crack, it even tops the list. Getting off the drug means constantly fighting that little voice in your head, that voice that keeps whispering, you can't make it through a long party night without coke. You can't do your job at the door unless you're high. Gaming is only fun when you're wired.
At some point, I was using every day. That dopamine hit is actually pretty wild when you're gaming. But then I cut back and realized I couldn't really enjoy it anymore without coke.
That's wild.
Bei Kokain sehe ich einfach das große Risiko.
Like, okay, out of all games to play on cocaine, you play World of Warcraft? Like, you need cocaine to play World of Warcraft? I can't even imagine the vibes.
Das Konsumverhalten noch unter Kontrolle und merkt
Oh, makes it not boring. Or PvP,
In every new round
you're right.
of World of Warcraft, Nicholas has to remind himself that he doesn't actually need coke to enjoy the game. He's been staying clear of the white powder for months now.
I guess WoW is very, very grindy.
Es gibt bestimmte körperliche Voraussetzungen, bei denen man definitiv kein Kokain nehmen sollte, weil das einfach dann zu gefährlich ist für den Körper.
That's why it's so important to have people like Heike Zurhold doing the work she does.
Good job.
Researching, informing, and helping people find a way out before it's too late. Cocaine might seem harmless for some. A boost at work, a party pick-me-up, a quick confidence fix, or an escape from everyday stress.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't
But
talk
the
about
illusion of
your
control
nose
is
getting
part
all
of the
fucked
trap.
up. All they did was mention, oh yeah, he wakes up with a nosebleed and a headache.
Over time, tolerance builds, addiction creeps in, and the risks pile up. Heart problems, paranoia, anxiety, and serious damage to mental health. Cocaine doesn't make life bigger. It slowly takes it apart.
He was talking
For
guilt
people
chat
dealing with
nonstop to
depression,
nobody.
ADHD, or emotional struggles, it can be even more dangerous. The post-high crashes can deepen the lows, feed addiction, and even push people towards
People
self-harm.
straight up lose their nose with
Real
high
help
cocaine
doesn't
use.
come from a substance. It comes from connection, from talking to someone, from getting help. So if you're struggling,
Need to find a way to stay awake so I can watch this.
reach out. Talk to
That's what the first half of this feels like a cocaine ad. That's what we were saying. It did feel like a promo for Coke. They were like, I find that I've succeeded so much more in my business because of cocaine. After being a user for over a decade, culminating in near daily use, I've been clean for just under a year now. I never want to look back at the soul stealer. 80% average purity. Let's go, Europe. That ain't bad at all. Fern's first words of 2026 are, we need to talk about cocaine.